Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is iTalk.
No way, buddy. No.
Here, and in today's video, we have a brand new video. So today we're going to be talking about what is the community running between the 15.2 and the 15.21 update. So this is replays that we compiled from January 13th all the way until February 1st, 2021. And we have over 400,000 results. Thank you guys so much for contributing your replays over onto the server. It really does mean a lot, and now we have a lot more accurate results. So this is awesome. I appreciate you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to submit your replays over on the Discord server. But without out of the way, let us just dive right into it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go over the 10 most used of everything in Fortnite, and then we'll talk about a lot of the ones that weren't used almost at all. So starting off with the gliders, the number one most used glider this time around was the Hyperboard with 63,718 people running it. Then we had the Bounty Umbrella with 32,536, the Normal Umbrella at 29,031, the One-Shot Umbrella at 14,578, the Mighty Marvel Umbrella at 13,832, the Crimson Wish at 12,870, the Comet Crasher at 11,937, the Holographic at 10,504, the Bombs Away Glider at 9,773, and finally the Snowflake Umbrella at 9,699. Snowflake Umbrella was in the top 10 most used. That is pretty nutty. And then I'm going to go over some of the gliders that have barely been used. So the Hornet Strike, the Hex Hut, the Camp Cruiser, the Rhinestone Rider, the Dual Defiant have all been ran only one time. Also, the Solid Strider, the Modern, the October Feast, the Dumpster Flyer, the Shadow Puppet, the Flying Fish, and the Road Trip gliders have only been used twice. Also, the Flux Flyer, the Tech Turbine, the Fuel, the Crop Duster, the Dirigible, the Engage have all been ran 3 times. So yeah, a lot of gliders just don't get used that much. And obviously, as you can tell from these results, everyone runs umbrellas or battle pass items. It's pretty simple to see that, and it's kind of understandable in that regard. I honestly think that Fortnite should, I think they should start selling umbrellas. I mean, I'm just saying that is easily the most popular of the glider types. So I'm just kind of surprised that they make the umbrellas only for wins on things and they don't actually just sell them. It's right there in front of them. They could easily just sell them. Next we're going to talk about is the contrails. The Soulful Contrail, 39,142 is the most popular contrail. Followed up with that, we have the Target Acquired with 25,651, the Bright Box at 23,973, the Bifrost Glow at 22,136, the Hyperflight with 19,750, the Glyphs Contrail at 10,979, the Zip Ribbons at 10,469, the Storm Strike with 8,287, the Celestial with 7,015, and then finally the Photon at 6,111. Now it's time to look at the contrails that were barely used. So the rarest contrail, it seems like, is the Synth Streak with only 21 people out of 400,000 results running it. Right above that, we have the Baker's Dozen with only 67 people running it. Also, Loose Links with 119, Beach Balls with 194, Disco Dive with 204, Jack-O-Lantern with 304, the Chrono at 389, the Vines at 390, and the Fireflies at 415. A lot of the ones that are used are basically Battle Pass contrails. A lot of the item shop ones barely get used. It's understandable. No one really wants to buy contrails because it's so not necessary. You only see it one time per game, so it's kind of understandable why these contrails are barely even used. Time for wraps. The number one most popular wrap right now is the Rainbow Fog still with 50,664. Confetti is up next at 36,219. The Midas's Shadow at 34,085. The Triangles at 29,381. The Starshine at 27,372. the Grav Fusion at 26,369, the Boogeyman Wrap at 25,911, the Cloudburst at 22,518, the Y-Labs Wrap at 20,692, and then finally the Blasted Wrap at 19,815. Now it's time to look at some of the wraps that were barely used. The rarest wrap, it seems like, out of all this here is the Battle Barn, with only 3 people running Battle Barn. Sharky Shawls is up next with 4. Lion was ran 4 times. Square Stream was ran 5 times. Same with Rhino and Camo Pulse. Mecha Jolly was ran 6 times. Fighting Fish, Linear Streak, Fingerprint, and Sweetie Skull were all ran 6 times. Once again, kind of like with the contrails, it seems like a lot of people only gravitate towards the Battle Pass ones because it just makes, again, the most sense that there is a lot of customization with the Battle Pass wraps that we get, that there really isn't too much of a need to buy them in the item shop. There's already some pretty good item shop wraps regardless, so yeah, it's just interesting to see here. Next up we have is music packs, and the number 1 most popular music pack is no music pack at 146,510 people not running a music pack. The next one after that is Flip Reset with 47,164, the OG Classic with 17,844, the Rise of the Devourer at 17,466, that was actually pretty close, the Star Power Remix at 17,091, once again pretty close there, Old School Anthem at 12,043, Billy Listen at 11,757, Freestyle and Remix at 11,068, OG Remix at 10,433, and then finally Wars Horizon at 7,422. Now it's time to go over the music packs that were the least used. At 32 uses is a Save the World Starlight music pack, which I believe is the Frostbite music pack. And then right above that, we have Prima Remix and Wiggle Wild being used 36 times, Sunny Samba being used 39 times, Sweet Victory 64 times, Best Buds at 71, 8-Bit Beat at 79, Herald's Warning at 84, another Save the World music pack, I believe this one is the Stand and Fight music pack, at 88, Subterfuge at 89, and Get Funky at 93. So once again, it just seems like a lot of people are kind of gravitating towards the Battle Pass music packs, and they're not really buying many. Again, I can't really blame people, considering the fact that it's not really worth collecting at the end of the day. Next, it's time to look at the pickaxes. At 47,258, Star Wand is still the most popular pickaxe in the game. I genuinely cannot believe that Star Wand is still this popular. Why? I have no idea. Right after that is Driver with 20,956. Icebreaker at 14,643. All these are such sweaty pickaxes. I don't even know what to say about that, honestly. The Reaper pickaxe at 14,334. That was actually pretty close to a tie there. The default pickaxe at 13,772. Candy Axe at 13,719. Very close there. Also, Leviathan Axe at 13,643. The Beast Fang at 13,121. The Yachtja Wrist Blades, which is the one for the Predator skin, is 11,578. And the Vision at 11,147. Very interesting there. Now it's time to look at some of the pickaxes that are barely ran. So the ones that were ran one time is the Weathered Gold, Serrated Slicers, Relax Axe, Silver Sledge, Web Breaker, Longhorn, Bright Bashers, Shrapnel, Heavy Heart, Tri-Hook, Autocleave, Harmonic Flux, Tiger Claws, Grand Slammer, Turbine, Agile Edge, Blooming Doom, Iron Claws, Rescue Paddle, Moonbone, Pile Driver, and Firing Line. Very interesting here to mention that Pile Driver is the rarest item shop pickaxe, and it's only being ran one time. Very, very interesting there. So it really does live up to the name of being the rarest item shop pickaxe in terms of how many people actually have it. Now it's time to look at the emotes. 81,718 people had Laugh It Up on their wheel. You guys are pretty toxic, I'm not gonna lie. Wakandan Salute is up next at 66,720. Dance Moves at 61,636. Boogie Down with 52,679, Sing Along with 50,237, Rolly with 43,046, the Renegade at 42,338, the Boomin' emote at 41,095, Last Forever at 39,536, and Out West at 38,579. I am, again, pretty shocked that so many of these emotes are so high up. And again, it just tells you that the TikTok emotes are very popular. I know people don't want to accept that, but that's just kind of how it is. And also, I just see this right here. Members only is being ran 34,500 times. Again, proving my point that a lot of people are very invested in the Fortnite crew this time around. The rarest emote in the game, once again by 19 people, is Fanciful. Shocking to me that this emote is being used so little, like for real, I can't believe that. Then right after that is Spyglass with 22. Next is Team Space with only 32 people running it. Where is Matt only being used 33 times. The Llama Conga emote at 37 times. The emote only being ran 39 times. The Moon Bounce is only being ran 42 times. The Disc Spinner 53. The On the Hook 56. The Kite emote at 57. The Go Home emote at 61. Hoppity at 63, Very Sneaky at 71, Lavish at 74, Sugar Rush at 75, and Jitterbug at 79. Pretty interesting stats here. Next, I'm going to talk about the Backblings. Now, I'm not going to go crazy in depth with them because I don't think many people necessarily care about Backbling stats, but anyway, the number one most ran Backbling at the moment is Hunter's Trophy with 9,694, and then we have Mecha Fusion Interface at 7,694, and then finally the Spirits Pact Backbling at 7,398. And then I'll go over some of the backblings that are barely being used, and we have quite a few ones that were only ran one time. We have the Rescue Ring, Hack Pack, Tomcom, Tropical Stash, Wedge, Backplate, Cryo Hops, Anchor, Dragon Guard, Contagion, Heavy Harvester, Choco Shell, Tri-Pack, Cooler, Alpine Accessories China, White Fang, Frenzy, Turbo Coil, Slash, Alpine Accessories Korean, Toxic Kitty, Jade Blades, Seaworthy, Confidential Case, Pinky's Pink Pack, Windshell, Dive Hazard, and the Connection Backblings were all ran one time. And also Chair was ran twice, in case you wanted to know how many people were running the Chair Backbling. Next, we're going to talk about the skins, and then at the very end, I want to go over some specific items with you guys, because I think you guys would be interested in, like, oh, what about Renegade Raider, Aerial Assault Trooper? What about those things? We'll get to that, but let's talk about the skins first. Out of 400,000 results, the number one most popular skin was Default at 21,237. Then right after that is the Predator skin at 18,043. Lexa is up next at 17,856. Aura is next at 13,189. Condor at 11,018. Diamond Diva at 7,801. Mandalorian has fallen pretty far down at 7,460. Frost Squad, which is that free skin from this Christmas event, 6,918. The Gref G skin at 6,673. And then finally the Poise Playmaker at 6,527. Very interesting to see Gref G on the top 10. I'm glad the skin sold well. That is a very cool sight to see. And then now we're going to go over some of the skins that were barely even used at all. So we have the Gan, Bun Bun, Synth, Flutter, Shot Caller, Riot, Wiretap, Deep Sea Destroyer, Deep Sea Dominator, Snake Pit, Sledge, Wrangler, Knockout, Mika, and Twisty. My banner, my YouTube banner, Twisty, were all ran one time out of 400,000 results. That is not necessarily heartbreaking to me, but it's very interesting to see that these skins were just ran one time. And then we're actually going to go a little bit deeper to this. Now, I asked Lucas7 Yoshi if there was a good way for us to find out what things were ran 0 times, but that might be a little bit difficult for him to code that in. So I kind of figured out which ones were only ran 0 times. We have the Axiom skin was ran 0 times. The Ecto Expert was ran 0 times as well. And then finally, the Zori Bliss skin was ran 0 times. I am shocked that a Star Wars skin, a collaboration skin, was ran 0 times. That is crazy to think about, really. And yeah, that's all the results I have here, but now I'm going to go over some of the more unique cosmetics that I know a bunch of you guys are probably interested in. So I've always had this question: what is the most popular Alpine and Mogul Master? Well, with these results, I'm going to explain to you what we got. So starting with Alpine Ace, it goes in the order of USA being the most used, surprisingly, then Canada, Great Britain, Germany, France, the normal Alpine Ace, China, and then Korean is the least used there. And then for Moguls, which by the way, Moguls was used like 50 times more than the Alpines, which I think is kind of a shame because I think Alpines are actually kind of cleaner than Moguls. But besides that, Canada is the most popular Mogul Master. Then it goes to China, Great Britain, Germany, the normal ones, France, USA, and Korean. Korean is the most unpopular version of these skins for Alpines and Moguls. And honestly, I'm kind of shocked by that, because I like the Korean versions of the Alpines and Moguls, and I always thought France was the lowest, but with these new stats, it looks like that France is starting to gain a little bit more popularity there. Now I wanted to look up some interesting cosmetics that I thought, again, you guys would find interesting info on. Renegade Raider was ran 148 times. Aerial Assault Trooper was ran 34 times. Double Helix was ran 13 times. Reflex was ran 58 times, while the Stealth Reflex version was ran 44 times. And Instinct was ran 83 times. Then I decided to just pick some random cosmetics from a random skin generator. Marshmallow was ran 182 times. Galaxia was ran 2,203 times, so a lot of people still running Galaxia. Fallen Love Ranger was ran 92 times. The Around the Clock emote was ran 212 times. They forgot to bring this emote out for the Christmas time, so yeah, pretty interesting to see that it's kind of this many. It actually seems like a lot more than people may have expected with that. Tinsel Toes was ran 204 times. Balbros was ran 16 times. Chief Hopper was ran 6 times. Tiantina was ran 1,046 times. Wildcat was ran 530 times. And finally, the Point Patroller was ran 294 times. And then finally, I have some other miscellaneous items I wanted to look up. Raider's Revenge was used 92 times. Golden Clouds was used 233 times. The Aerial Assault 1 Glider was used 37 times. The Royal Dragon was ran 94 times. And the Fighter Kite was ran 5 times. Guys, that is it for the video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know with a like and subscribe to the channel if you are brand new, and turn on the bell just to get all my latest uploads. And if you'd like to use me for support a creator, my code is ITF. Have a great one, everyone. See ya.